Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video I'd like to speak with you about clean transportation and how the result of a few different cases currently playing out in the US Federal Court of Appeals may actually mold the future of trucking. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming. Let's talk clean transportation, what's going on in the Federal Court of Appeals. It's for the DC Circuit Court. Basically, they're going to be hearing some arguments, arguments on three different cases. Very interesting, because these cases are on limiting car and truck pollution, and it's a very split issue between, one side's for it, other side totally against it. Conglomerates, very powerful organizations, butting heads, the result of which we're right in the middle of the transportation sector. Not only will the trucking industry, trucking as we know it, be changed and rerouted into a certain direction, left or right. This would also affect the consumer with regular cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, you name it, EV vehicles, all sorts of stuff. Now, hear me out. The Republican Attorneys General says that this is being done to prevent government overreach, so that further restrictive laws are not, don't get passed as easily, basically. Right now, the environmental groups as well as the White House are saying that this is set up so that there is no endangerment to the current protections against pollution and the climate change. Now, what's interesting here is that the lawsuits are primarily looking at the EPA strengthening pollution limits that we've saw in the trucking industry with, all the regulations on new pieces of equipment, with all the movement forward on electric vehicles and electrification of the industry, with, DEF fluid, DPF filtration, and all sorts of other EPA mandated standards and restrictions. Now, they've strengthened those pollution limits, but also they're talking about the California's stricter standards and basically them reauthorizing them, giving them authority once again to set these stricter standards, which a whole bunch of other states follow through on, and it's almost like manhandling them and forcing them to comply under certain regulations. In fact, 15 states, at least 15 states plus the District of Columbia, have actually adopted those stricter standards. And what's interesting is that 7 out of the 10 most polluted cities in America are actually located in the state of California, which makes it kind of funny, because you have at least 15 states plus DC adopting these higher and stricter standards, which don't seem to be working too well. And there at least hasn't been enough proof to indicate this. And, considering that 7 out of 10 of the most polluted cities are located in California, this is definitely not playing to their hand. Now, something else to consider, if the United States completely was pollution free, 100% free of pollution in all our dealings and everything that we do day to day, all our GDP was derived from zero, carbon footprint pollution. Did you know that we would actually have less than 1% net positive global effect? So, and the reason for that is because the U.S. really doesn't pollute that much. No matter what they say, there are other very large countries that continue to build coal-powered stations, and they derive the majority of their energy from coal power plants, and there is no clean energy and all this other stuff. But the United States is who's being actually policed most heavily and pushed to sign on to all sorts of treaties and organizations and create all sorts of restrictions to industry, to everyday dwellers in the United States of America. So very interesting. We'd have very little effect, and maybe they ought to look elsewhere. Now, basically, right, there are two sides. One side saying that these rules harm energy producing states, they would harm them, and the other side says that the environmental advocacy groups and the like, they're actually saying that these rules are crucial for reducing emissions, and their number one goal in life is to reduce emissions to zero. And interestingly enough, all of this coincides very closely with the government's heavy promoting of electric vehicles. So, very interesting balance, but the end result will affect us, you and I, the trucking industry, trucking companies, carriers, owner-operators, company drivers, and basically the everyday cost of everything may go up or go down. Usually it doesn't go down, but may go up based on the final rulings with the courts. So guys, let us know in the comment section below, how do you feel about all these things, where the industry is moving in terms of electric vehicles? Again, I'll leave little cards throughout the video. You can click on those. They will be supplemental and more reference material, because this is something that has been worked on for some time. It has taken years. They've been inching away to get closer and closer and write more and more laws that would restrict pollution and particulate matter, etc., etc. So please let us know in the comment section below. For now, I'm going to switch over the camera. We're going to look over the loads that we booked for our customers. If you haven't done so, please smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Guys, super important to make top dollar. Let's start off with a reefer coming out of Dillon, South Carolina, going to Florence, Alabama. It's a 40,000 pound load of poultry at 26 degrees on the reefer. 569 miles, booked at $1,100. Got them $1.93 coming out to Alabama. Then what they did is, looks like a two pick, one dropper out of Savannah, Tennessee and Murfreesboro, Tennessee, going to Lexington, South Carolina. 42,000 pounds on the weight. Frozen grocery items, -10 on the reefer. On that one, 551 miles, booked that one at $21.50. Excellent rate, $3.90 per mile. Excellent job. Then Spartanburg, South Carolina to Pelzer, South Carolina. It's a 37,000 pound load of refrigerated goods at 65 degrees on a reefer. A super local short run at 41 miles. Guys managed to book that one at $500. Got them $12.20 a mile on that one. Then Gainesville, Georgia, coming out to Bowling Green, Kentucky with a 40,000 pound load of fresh poultry. 5 degrees on a reefer, 315 miles, booked at $1,800. Got them an excellent $5.71 a mile, coming out to a good market. Then out of Fredericksburg, Indiana, took a load to Henderson, North Carolina with a 43,000 pound load of pumpkins at 60 degrees on a reefer. 590 miles, booked at $2,200. Got them $3.73 a mile, coming out to North Carolina. Excellent job. This is Milagres running 2,066 loaded miles. Excellent job, grossing $77.50 on his reefer, averaging $3.75 per loaded mile average. Excellent job, Milagres. Very well done. Next, we're going to go to a regular dry van coming out of Springfield, Missouri, going to El Paso, Texas with a load of plastic totes, 30,000 pounds on the load, 978 miles, booked at $1,800. Got him $1.84 per mile, coming out to El Paso. Then right out of El Paso, took a multi-dropper. Looks like drops in Puyallup, Washington and Kent, Washington, then Tacoma, Washington, Lacey, Washington, Fife, Washington, and a final in Sumner, Washington. This is a 35,000 pound load of Lightning fixtures that just kept getting lighter and lighter. 1,812 miles, booked at $41.51. Got them $2.29 a mile. Then they finished off out of Tacoma, Washington, going to Billings, Montana. 43,000 pound load of foodstuffs. 831 miles, booked at $21.50. Got them $2.59 a mile. Excellent job. Regular dry van, grossed $8,101. Ran 3,621 loaded miles. Got an average of $2.24 a mile. Rico, you killed it. That's excellent. Broke $8,000, a little over. Excellent rate, lots of good miles. Very well done. Next, we got ourselves, looks like another dry van coming out of Blythewood, South Carolina, going to Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's a 41,000 pound load of dry goods, 1,006 miles, booked at $19.20. Got him a $1.91 to Wisconsin. Excellent market. Going to Neenah, Wisconsin, pickup with 2 drops in Kent, Washington. Long run, 41,000 pound load of dry goods. 1,927 miles, booked at $4,500. Got him $2.34 a mile, going out to an excellent market. Looking forward to seeing what Michael's going to do next week. So this one's really interesting. Only 6 days on the road on this one. So it was only Friday to Thursday. Now 2,933 miles, very respectable. Gross 64.20 and got a 2.19 per loaded mile average. Just 6 days, Friday to Thursday. An excellent job. Absolutely unbelievable on this one. Next, we got ourselves, and that was Michael. Next, we got ourselves a dry van coming out of Stone Mountain, Georgia, going to Rocky Mountain, North Carolina with a 40,000 pound load of paper, 456 miles, booked at $935. Got him $2.05 a mile. Then Cannonsville, North Carolina to Howell, Michigan with a 10,000 super light load of dry goods. 782 miles booked at 1760, got him 2.25 on that one. Then out of Toledo, Ohio to Bettendorf, Iowa, 45,000 pound load of sows. Not sure what that is exactly. 391 miles booked at $800. That's 205 a mile. Then Bolingbrook, Illinois to Beaver, West Virginia with a 42,000 pound beer load. 568 miles booked at $1450. Got him $255 a mile. And then a final load out of Parsons, West Virginia, coming out to Chesterfield, Michigan. It's a 43,000 pound load of charcoal. 445 miles booked at $1,500. Got him $337 to finish off the week. $337 a mile with a load of charcoal. So all in all, this was Tariq did an excellent job. 2,642 loaded miles, ran that $244 per loaded mile average, got himself $6,445 in gross for running Tuesday to Tuesday. Excellent job. Next, we got ourselves a dry van coming out of Shawnee, Oklahoma, going to Garden City, Kansas. Light load, as light as can be. Only 1,000 pounds of plastic storage tanks, 346 miles, booked at $1150, got him $332. Short run, pays good, light load. Moved him over to Kansas. Then Garden City, Kansas, coming out to Valiant, Oklahoma, with a 43,000 pound load of cardboard boxes, 513 miles, booked at $1130. 513 miles, got him $220 a mile. Then Broken Bow, Oklahoma, going to San Antonio, Texas, 42,000 pound load of door components, 444 miles, booked at $1,000, got him an easy $2.25 there. Then right out of San Antonio, Zero Deadhead to Campty, Louisiana. It's a 43,000 pound load of cardboard boxes, 404 miles going that direction, $935 booked, got him $231 a mile. They finished off with Marshall, Texas, coming out to Gering, Nebraska. It's a 42,000 pound load of wood chips, 1,025 miles, booked that one at $2,400, got him $234 a mile. An excellent job. This is Skinner, killing it. Regular dry van, 66.15 gross for the week. Ran Monday to Monday, 2,732 loaded miles at an average of $242 per loaded mile average. Excellent job. Next, we got ourselves another dry van out of Omaha, Nebraska, coming out to Lawton, Oklahoma. This is a 43,000 pound load of corrugated containers. Looks like 540 miles booked at $1175. That's $218 a mile. Then Grapevine, Texas to Manchester, Pennsylvania with a 40,000 pound load of miscellaneous product, FAK, 1,417 miles, booked that one at $2,800, got him just under $2 at $1.98. Then Hanover, Pennsylvania with a one pick. Looks like a 3-dropper, Fargo, North Dakota drop, Bismarck, North Dakota, and a final in Minot, North Dakota with a 17,000 pound light load of snack chips, 1,629 loaded miles, got them an average of $1.96 on that one, booking it at $3,200. Shelby, excellent job, great gross, running for a week, 71.75 in a week, 3,586 loaded miles, got an average of $2 on the dot. Excellent job. Next, we got ourselves a regular dry van out of Denver, Colorado, going to Bozeman, Montana. It's a 44,000 pound load of beverages, 695 miles, booked at $1750, got on $252 a mile, and finished off out of Stanford, Montana, going to Taunton, Massachusetts. Now, this is a 40,000 pound load of wheat, 2,313 miles, a ton of miles, booked that one at $4,600, got them $1.99 and a ton of miles, coming out to Mass. 3,008 miles loaded, booked out at $63.50 for the week. 1 week on the road, $211 a mile average. Excellent job. That was Reggie. Great job. So there you have it. As you can see, we have guys making money anywhere, from $6,000 to $8,000, running $2 to $3, and in some cases, well over $3 a mile. Now, granted, these are some of the top guys this week that are making bank, but as you know, those of you guys who watch our channel consistently, some names continue to repeat, and the reason for it is because they trust their dispatchers. They work very closely. Most of these guys are longtime runners with us. They've developed a really strong relationship with their dispatcher, and they continue to work together to make it through these difficult times that we find ourselves in the trucking industry. If we have more restrictive laws being written, it's only going to make your lives more difficult, dispatchers' lives more difficult, and essentially it's going to create additional pressure on the small companies, the small owner-operators and small carriers, the new entrant to the industry. So help yourself, guys. Make sure that if you're a leased on owner-operator operator that you are not overpaying to lease on with the current outfit, and that you are getting the kind of loads and the kind of rates that we're showing you here, especially if you have that kind of work ethic. Similarly with carriers, look into your operating costs, make sure to help yourself by reducing those as much as possible. And once you're done with that, make sure to get in touch with us so you can get these kind of rates as well. We work with both carriers and lease on owner operators. Get in touch with us by calling or texting 801-448-6363. Go to our website at aftdispatch.com for more information about our services. And until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.